Welcome to Garlic Jim's Famous Gourmet Pizza's training video focusing on dough management. Today our focus is proper slap technique.
Did you already start it?
What we need to do as a company is to create better speed and higher quality pizzas starting from this process here. The objective to a great slab is no bubbles. That's our main objective here. And you'll notice that when my fingers press down on the dough ball, I make one pass. I'm hitting hard on the surface, and I'm getting all the air out of the edge, and I'm pushing it towards the center. Here you'll notice I'm not edge stretching. I'm simply defining what I call the cheese valley. I'm leaving all the dough there in the middle that's the portion I'm going to slab. I'm not slapping the edges, I'm slapping the center, and I'm quarter turns as I slab. It's important that we leave all the dough there in the middle. You don't want to edge stretch anything or stretch the middle. Here you'll notice that we've got the same technique, the air bubble in the middle there is more drastic. And again, that has to do with how I'm holding my hands and I'm focused on getting all that air into the middle. I've stretched, all I'm going to stretch, creating a cheese valley and getting all my air in the middle, and then having a nice mound of dough in the center. Again, same thing, just really focusing on developing my crust, trying to get all the air out. You'll see a little air bubble there that we need to clip off. That will blow up in the oven. You'll see it there again. I didn't quite get it. The point here is to get all the air out, focus on the middle there. That way you don't have any air bubbles when it goes to the oven. Here you'll see that we've used a Sharpie to accentuate the purpose of what we're trying to do, and that is curl the crust. You want that crust to actually curl up. Notice my hands, it's a flat surface. Now I'm rotating, I'm pushing down and back ever so slightly, creating that edge. And that's the part, when I flip it, that's the part that's going to brown real nice. The other side's going to burn due to exposure to the air. This side has no exposure to the air, it's porous, all the air can escape. Here, the purpose of this is to demonstrate the rotation. I'm not stretching, I'm simply rotating, trying to create what I call the cheese valley. The cheese valley is crucial to, you don't want to have those toppings fall in your lap when you bite into the pizza. Here is a prime example of what not to do. You'll see a lot of this. First of all, our hands are not, they're straight up and down, we're not at an angle, and we're not getting the proper curl of the crust. We've left a lot of indents, and those will create bubbles. Here you'll see an improper way to stretch. We're pulling all of our dough out of the center. Now we're docking, which some folks do this in other pizza restaurants. We do not do this here at Garlic Jim's. This is the improper way to slab. Again, there's no angle to my fingers. It's not a flat surface. You'll see indents everywhere, and those will potentially be holes. Now, this is just, I can't stress enough how obnoxious this is. You're pulling all your dough out of the middle. You have thin spots throughout, and too much dough on your crust. Those stretching marks there will leave bubbles all around your crust, all around the crust edge. There are proper ways to pull dough balls out and improper ways to pull dough balls out. This is the proper way to do it. You want to pull it out nice and easy. Clip the edges and then use the dough knife for what it's intended for. There is an improper way to snatch that dough ball out of that tray. You do not want to.
A different example, you're going to get more big black bubbles instead of little tiny ones. But these guys are pretty much there. You see the difference in size. It's about half, right? And then you can see from what we just did. We went from this stage, and that's about double to that stage. So these are pretty nice, and you can feel the temperature on these. These feel nice. These have been out for 2.5 hours or so. Right? So these are ready to go. See how they're nice and stringy and come out. So these are ready to rock and roll. So let me teach you the basic technique of how to make a pizza. I'm gonna come right over here. Right when you take it out, you know, when you start with it, just get some flour on there so it's not too sticky. When you start with it, you want a nice, perfect round shell, right? If you don't have it round, you're not gonna have a round pizza, okay? But from here, all we're doing is we're gonna make the cornicione. That's the outer rim of it, the crust of it. And you start from the middle and you're pushing the air out towards it. Turning it, pushing the air out towards it. Turning it, pushing it out. You never want to push down on this outer edge. If you push down, you'll never get that back. It'll just be flat right there in that area. Okay? Pushing it up. Slowly getting bigger. You're slowly forming that like cornicione.
So even if you grab a Trader Joe's
Do the exact same thing. I would take it out and leave it out for an hour and a half. Bring up the temperature to it feels about this. About 4 minutes. Okay, and then from here, this is, I don't know what this technique is called, but this is a traditional Italian technique where your hand's right here at 2 o'clock, your bottom hand's down here at 7 o'clock, okay? So all you're doing here is you're keep your hand down, you're pushing out, pulling towards you, letting go, and then bringing it over here. So this side went to this side. Now you do it again. It's turning about a quarter each time, right? Pushing out, throwing it back in your hand. Pushing out, throwing it back in. See how it's slowly getting bigger and bigger, right? Pushing out, throwing it to your hand. Just when you guys are doing this, do it really slow because it's very foreign and it takes a while to really get a hold of it. You're pushing out, pulling it over. Pushing out, pulling it over. Pushing out, bring your hand down.
Hi, my name is Dale Lammer. I'm the franchisee of the Domino's Pizza Store here on West Sandwich Road. You may have seen me in the old fastest pizza making or competitions or even my box folding skills as I recently did the commercial with the fastest pizza box folder. Anyways, today I'm going to show you my pizza making skills and maybe you might even be able to see my box folding demo. You can see it on YouTube. Just look up Dale Lammer, pizza box folding. Domino's Pizza. Thank you.
Ready.